Campbell. I think he's a very talented player. I don't think we're seeing the best of him on a regular basis, but I think it may come. Going to see a second max for the Diamond. Emphatically no.
Yeah, a collective groan sweeps around Graz as White contemplates the 104.
82. And you require 104.
Well, 6 darts at least for Ian White here. There's the 4. There's the 60. And there's the tops.
Oh, we've still not seen a dart at double missed in this game. Ian White didn't mean to take it out like that, but he was only ever going to get 1 dart at double anyway, so he worked it out. Matt Campbell, the Canadian #1. There is a tournament. I think you can watch it on PDC TV this evening, with the top players from Canada taking on the top players from the USA. That's taking place in Jersey in the United States.
Is there a name for that?
I believe it's the Cross-Border Challenge, Cross-Border Contest, Hootenanny, Cross-Border something. But yeah, did ask Matt Campbell if his boys were going to win, and in a shocking display of a lack of solidarity with his teammates, he couldn't care less.
81.
More important things on his mind. That is not Russ Bray. That is Kirk Bevins, PDC referee. Russ Bray is working here, but he'll be doing games 3 and 4 tonight. And in between, he won't be in the crowd on the latch.
Yeah, Russ is a busy man. Well, he's always been a busy man, but yeah, he's off to the the Far East later this week as well.
He's just got back.
Won't be too long before PDC stretches its tentacles into the Middle East. Who knows?
Well, can Ian White move into the lead? It's a lovely dart to leave tops. Missed opportunity. Wouldn't surprise me if Matt Campbell starts on the bullseye here.
Yeah, missed the treble 18 in the previous visit, hit the single 4, worked out in the end, got the treble 18 on that occasion, didn't work out.
Well, he went the safety route there, starting on the ball, missed it entirely and didn't get a dart for the leg.
We'll go back to the sandwich in a moment. Double 10 here for Ian White. Pursed lips from the Diamond. Little shuffle to the left-hand side. And finds his way through, and that is the first break of throw. And it comes in leg 5. And Ian White really had to just intricately steal his way through there to find double 10.
Oh, bit of a reaction from Ian White. Absolutely nothing from the Ginger Ninja there. Staring into the middle distance.
5 legs played so far. We've had 1 14-dart leg and 4 15-dart legs. It's all pretty much on par at the moment. But that was the first break of throw, and Ian White in the ascendancy at the moment.
Well, you said his last, 10 games, 8 of them he'd averaged over 96.
Yeah.
On the Pro Tour stuff, the floor events, so the ones away from the big stages and the TV cameras, he's averaging for the year over almost 30 games, 96 and change. He is averaging 96.5 right now. He is bringing that floor game, his recent form, to the big stage. Now, he kind of did that in last Euro Tour. It wasn't quite enough against Raymond van Barneveld. It was a really good contest, actually. But if he keeps on doing that, he will start picking up wins. Because it is no exaggeration when Ian White was winning Euro Tour titles and winning loads of titles on the floor. He was not only one of the most consistent performers in the world of darts, he was one of the best. He didn't have a great deal of luck, but he was repeatedly in the quarterfinals, sometimes the semi-finals, and the big TV events. He was right up there in the top 16 in the world rankings. He was a threat.
And he was coming into some of these as the top seed as well. These Euro Tour events at that time, as you say.
435.
And yeah, he's not a million miles away from getting into a position where he can challenge once again to get back into the top 32 in the order of merit. I mean, you look at the Pro Tour order of merit right now, it's another up in the air situation.
Going to go on the 20 segment. That leaves the ball. Oh, well, it's the first dart at double that he's tell a lie. Matt Campbell hasn't missed a dart at double. He should get one at the ball minimum here. But has he blocked it? Don't think he has. Oh, he certainly hasn't. Certainly hasn't.
Sedlak is Matt through first. Game.
A 95 check out on the bull, and guess what? Another 15 dart leg, and Matt Campbell on his finishing so far, absolutely imperious. 3 from 3.
6.
But we saw that earlier, didn't we, with who was it in the
Madas
first?
Rasmussen
in the first match against Nick Kenny. Yeah, went 4 from 4 and then just lost his way when it really mattered. But Campbell will be pleased with that instant break back. Bit of purchase on that one.
You can see how far that first dart went into the ball, right up to the barrel. But with some players, that'd cause a problem. But he throws quite dinky little darts, does the Ginger Ninja, so it's not taking up a huge amount of room. A lot of players will use a longer point on their dart. Somebody like Damon Hector, who you'll see in action this weekend, the Aussie #1. Simon Whitlock will probably have some quite long points on his darts. And that means even if you've got a chunky barrel, then there's enough room to get more darts in there. It's not really an issue for Matt Campbell. That looks inviting. Invitation accepted.
Yeah, not down to a finish, but it's just a little reminder for Campbell, who, well, he could be on course for another 15 darter. Who knows, maybe a 14 darter. After that last dart, found the bullseye.
40. I require 75.
Probably not enough to apply a great deal of pressure. Matt Campbell will fancy he's got a couple of visits. Everything's going in 5 visits to the board, so this probably goes, and he's not missing doubles. He's still not missing doubles. He's 4 out of 4. It's another 5-visit leg.
And when you're consistently producing 15 dart legs like that and consistently producing finishing like that, it's going to be hard for Ian White to find a way through again. He's managed to find a way through once, but doing it twice against Campbell in the mood that he's in right now might be a little bit of a tall order.
And there is only one leg of this match where both players have got darts to win it. That was the leg before last where Ian White missed a dart at the ball and then Matt Campbell hit it with a 95 check. But neat and tidy stuff there. For number 3.
100.
Well, it's like poetry in motion at times. It was just smooth as you like from Ian White. That almost equidistant, those 3 darts in that treble 20 bet. Campbell losing his way momentarily as well. This one could well turn once again. This would just be for a hold of throw, but it might give White the encouragement to use this as some sort of a foundation.
100. $45. In 136.
Well, it should be 4-4 from here.
Just a case of when, you would think. Mind you.
Well, he's down to a 2-dart combination from here.
Needs all 3 in the big treble.
Yeah, what is that, says Matt Campbell.
421.
Recovers with the 3rd and final dart, but the damage was done with the 2nd. 96 here for Ian White. Yeah, he's got it. So double 8 for parity once again.
It's going to be the first leg that goes into a 6th visit.
Yeah, the sequence broken there, but I don't think Ian White will mind too much as long as he gets over the line in this one.
He requires 16.
He's missed a few darts at double, Ian White. Doesn't miss that one. 17 darts are good enough to tie up the game at 4 apiece.
Best of 3 from here on in. Campbell strikes first.
140.
Kicks off the ton 40 as well. Good reassuring return from Campbell. Spectators young and old in the crowd. The first day of what should be a terrific weekend on the European Tour. This is the 5th staging post as far as the European Tour season is concerned. All roads lead to the European Championship at the end of this year.
And Ian White's done so well in qualifying for these, but he's already appeared in 3 prior to this weekend this year, and he's got a whole bunch more to come. Needs to start picking up wins, though, if he is to get to Dortmund in the European Championship. Top 32 players on the order of merit will get there at the end of the year.
Yeah, and the only player to have qualified for all 6, for the first 6 European Tour events of this year. Daryl Gurney on stage later against Stephen Bunting. I meant to check, actually, about his record for the recent Euro Tour qualifiers as well, but he certainly qualified for the first 6.
I believe he qualified for 1 more. He's not maintained his perfect record. Or it might be 8 of the first 10.
45.
We'll clarify that for you later when Gurney takes on Stephen Bunting. Bunting, a late replacement for Jim Williams, who's having to skip the weekend. Got some illness in the family at home.